What's up, everybody? Brian here, and today I have in my possession two wonderful Gibsons, both with P90s. This here is the Gibson SG Junior from 2018, and over in that corner, I got the Gibson Les Paul Junior from 2023. Both have dog-eared pickups, both sound amazing, but I got to decide which one I'm going to keep and which one I'm going to let go, because I'm on a limited budget and I can't keep extra guitars around. They haunt me financially, and they take up space, and yeah, I've got to keep things minimal around here. So I'm going to give you a shootout. But next, let me give you some specs, okay? I'm going to look up the Gibson website here and read you some specs, tell you what they have in common and what their differences are. So hang tight for the specs. All right, I'm now on the Gibson website looking at the SG Junior specs. I'm going to blast through them. Then I'll go to the Les Paul LP Junior specs and only tell you what the differences are. Okay, SG Junior. All right, let's go to the Les Paul Junior. The body, everything's the same except that it is heavier. We'll get into that later. The neck is a 50s vintage. It's thick, it's girthy, it fills your hand up, okay? The radius, everything else is the same. The neck, other than the profile. Hardware, everything is the same except for the pick guard is black plastic screwed down, no ply, single ply. Oh, this also has a black jack plate, a jack plate cover here. It's black. This one has 9. You just plug it into the front. That's everything there. Electronics are all the same. Miscellaneous, same. Comes with 10 to 46 gauge strings. I put 9.5s on both of them because I'm more comfortable with 9.5s. Okay, I've got the Les Paul Junior in my hands here. And, you know, there's the girth, the thickness of the body. Okay. And here's the neck profile. You probably want to really get your hands on this to decide if this feels comfortable to you. I got medium-sized hands, and this is a bit chunky for me. But actually, the chunkiness of the neck for me is part of a deal breaker. The other deal breaker for me is that it's bottom heavy, which means when I grab the guitar at night and I just want to jam for a little bit sitting down, it starts falling off this way, okay? It's bottom heavy, and that means I have to put one of these on, okay, a strap. And not just any strap, it's got to be a real springy, soft cushion strap. I can't remember the name of this. Maybe I'll put it up on the screen later. And this helps a lot. But to be totally honest, the strap starts to dig into my shoulder. I'm 48 years old, right? And my body's starting to hurt in places they've never hurt before, including the back of my neck and whatever these muscles are called. This thing is starting to weigh on me, literally. I love this guitar, but the chunkiness of the neck and the weight are a bit too much for this old geezer. And that's why I ordered this guy, the SG, to do a little A-B. All right, let's move on to the SG. Okay, I now have the SG Junior in my hands. Okay, this one is a little newer. It's a 2023, so yeah, it shines, baby. The previous owner took real good care of this. I think he kept it in a case because you could smell the case on this thing. You know how new Gibsons have that new Gibson smell? Okay. So it's got a slim taper neck, and it fits my mid-sized hands real nicely. It did give me the illusion that the neck was wider here, the fretboard, but no, it's the same as a Les Paul Junior or as most Les Pauls. the body is thinner. Okay? The internet says that SG Juniors weigh between 5 and 6 pounds, while Les Paul Juniors weigh between 8 to 9.5 pounds. So, old dudes beware. Young guys, have at either one of these. All right. Now, I'm going to mention something about these knobs next. Oh yeah, before I forget, while the LP Junior was bottom heavy and was falling to the right, this guy, the SG Junior, is a little top heavy, okay? Watch it. See that? It's not bottom heavy, it's a little top heavy. But I don't mind that at all because I rest my arm here when I play sitting down. Now, neither of this will affect me playing standing up, which I hardly do anymore. Getting old. But sitting down, come on, the forearm holds it right here. We're good. This thing's between 5 and 6 pounds, not 8 to 9.5. So, you see that? No problem. Okay, I want to demonstrate the distance between the volume tone and the bridge here and where your hand rests. So it's a bit longer of a journey on an SG. Check this out. But here, the Les Paul Junior, the knobs are a lot closer. All right, so my final thoughts about the SG versus the LP Junior. Well, to my ears, the Les Paul Junior has more girth to the sound. I mean, they both sound fantastic as far as P90s, Gibsons go. But this guy has a little more lower end rumble, girth, a little more power, just a little more. And while I love tone, and tone is so important to me, it's not so important that I'm going to suffer physically or try and overlook a problem that I'm having with the contours of the guitar and comfort. And so I can sacrifice a little, 3%, 5% tone difference with the SG, which still sounds freaking amazing, and still enjoy the lightness of this guitar, the comfort. This morning, I got to sleep in today. It was a day off. So I sat in bed and watched TV and played this thing for like an hour and a half. And it's just so comfortable. I could play this on the couch. I could play it sitting down, standing up, in a car, not while driving. This guy is so comfortable. And I've also had an SG before, back in 2009, and I wrote a lot of songs on it. And I think it's because it just gels with me. I've had 3 Les Paul Juniors, and I've sold them all within a month each, because I was just disappointed in the contours, the physical, qualities of the thing. Sometimes the neck's too girthy, sometimes it's too heavy, and those are deal breakers for me. But this guy seems to have it all. So I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna keep this guy, and I hope I keep it for a long, long time and write some awesome songs with this thing. So thanks for sticking with me through this video here. And I hope I was of service to you in some way. If I was, please hit the like, consider subscribing, check out my other A/B comparison shootout videos, and my music and my parody songs. Thank you guys, peace.